Rui, Josh Robbins with The Athletic. What did it mean to you to receive such a warm reception from the fans here?
For sure, it meant a lot. I was able to come back here in Japan, this arena. Last year we played in this arena, but it was no crowd. It was for Olympics, but it was no crowds. And this time we have a whole crowds in this arena, and I was able to play against the Golden State. It was great. It was great for me and this country, Japan, and basketball organization. It's just one of those things. I was dreaming about it since I was a kid, and I was so happy about it. And it's just it was a big moment for me and this country for sure.
Right hand side.
Dan Orlowitz with the Japan Times. Rui, what do you think it says about the passion that this country has for basketball, that during the game, all of the different NBA stars were honored, past Wizards, past Warriors, and other just past NBA greats, and they all just got such a great reception from the crowd?
Yeah, it's getting better and bigger, I can feel that, since I was kids, I grew up in here and, played basketball here, so I can feel the basketball Japan here is growing, and I think it's still growing too. So there's a lot of NBA fans now. Tonight I feel like there were more Steph fans, so I was a little bit upset about it, but it is what it is. He's the MVP, so. But yeah, still we have a good crowd, and I was so happy able to play in front of these fans. Yeah.
Hey, Brad. Ava Wallace, Washington Post. You got out there tonight, obviously, with a lot of guys you haven't had a chance to play in a group with. What do you think of the chemistry overall?
First, praise my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. It was fun. It was really good. I think we did a lot of good things tonight. Obviously, it's still stuff we got to build on and clean up. But for the most part, we're constantly building our camaraderie. It's pretty good working with KP. Just getting a feel of where he likes the ball, his spots, and getting a feel of different defenses and looks besides ourselves. It was good, just in that realm of just getting up and down, competing. But I was very impressed with a lot of guys that I haven't played with before, so it was definitely cool to be able to see it. 𝗙𝗢𝗟's an awesome defender. I think Tay's a really good point guard who can facilitate and find his shot in the mid-range when he needs to. Rui was super aggressive, like we need him to be. And the sky's the limit for us. We just got to continue to build on it and not take any steps back.
You've done international trips like this before. How beneficial is just all the time you guys spend together in terms of the bonding and creating that chemistry?
It's important, because we, like you said, a lot of us don't have family here. Some do, but this is nothing but time for us to be able to spend together, build our camaraderie, build our relationships, and like you said, just spend way more time together. And that's all we can do. So we embrace it. We enjoy it. We find little things to do. Like Rui's taking us out to a nice dinner tonight. So, it's just that's what we are. It's a great feeling to have for sure.
Josh on the front row on the right.
Brad, Josh Robbins with The Athletic. What did it mean for you to play in a game for the first time since late January, and how did you feel out there?
I felt awesome. Thanks for asking that. Just being back on the floor, I was just super excited for today. Like you said, I haven't played since late January, February, so it was really cool to be able to get back out there with the team and just get up and down and just play. This is the best job in the world, the most fun game. So I feel really good for sure. What
did it mean to you to see the fans embrace Rui to the degree that they did?
It was very special. It was very special. What Rui's been through the last year and a half. And the steps he's taken in that realm, and now to the point to where he's super confident, he's playing at an excellent level, and he's in a great place. And I think it's very telling of Japan, of accepting Rui and understanding he is a talent here. He's very special, and we love him. We embrace having him on our team, but he represents this country in so many ways. So it was awesome to see that today.
Third row on the right.
Bradley, sort of a follow-up to that question. As one of the leaders on the team and someone who recommitted to the organization for the foreseeable future, what are your expectations of Rui going forward, and would you like to see him remain a Wizard?
Of course, I mean, obviously. I love playing with Rui. He's a special talent for us. Super versatile. I think this year is, he'll have way more freedom to be able to showcase his talent. I love the fact that you can challenge him and he accepts every challenge that you put in front of him and he attacks it headstrong. But we love having him. He's an awesome defender. He can guard multiple positions. He takes advantage of mismatches if he has them. The game is just slowing down for him. And that's what you want to see in guys as they continue to mature and get older in the league. Is that they're finding ways to, making the game work for them, and he's doing that. So it's my job to just continue to push him and encourage him to believe he's the best 4 on the floor, best 3 on the floor, wherever he's at, at all times.
Third row in the middle.
バスケットボールキングの秋山です。日本語で失礼します。今日の最初のポゼッション、ビール選手が本当に美しい吸い込まれるようなジャンパーが決まりましたが、あれはチームとして、最初このプレーをすると決めていたのですか、それとも打った瞬間ビール選手がどう感じたのかと、あともう一点、ポルジンギス選手とプレシーズンとはいえ初めてのコートでのプレーとなりましたがいかがでしたか。
So, two-part question. The very first possession of the game, you shot a beautiful shot. Was that a team-designed play, and how did it feel to see that shot go in? And second part is first time playing with 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗪𝗛. So, how did that feel?
Great questions. The first one was a play by design. We actually said we were going to run the first play of the game earlier in the day today. Coach drew it up. It was just something. It's one of our common plays, but it's something that I haven't played in a long time, and I was very appreciative of that because it was just kind of like getting me going and getting me back into playing back on the floor and just being aggressive on the first play. But playing with Porzingis, it is fun, man. It is super fun. He's the most talented big I've ever played with. He's tall, obviously, but he's super skilled. I love his toughness, his ability to shoot, and he's a very selfless player. He's unselfish, So it's gonna be tough for teams to guard us too, for sure.
Hey Wes, 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗪𝗪, The Washington Post. Obviously, you threw a bunch of different lineups out there tonight. What did you think kind of overall of the chemistry?
Oh, I think overall was good. I mean, we did some good things in stretches. Obviously, a lot to correct. I did like our process. I thought we generated, some shots we were trying to generate. But it was a rough shooting night for both teams, and somewhat to be expected. Their level of physicality, I think, bothered us at times. But overall, I thought we're pretty good.
And obviously, Rui's competing for that kind of open forward spot. How much of him starting tonight was wanting to put him out there in front of the home crowd and everything like that? And how much has he shown you in training camp that he might be a real contender for that going forward?
Yeah, I think, we said it from the get-go, more the small forward position, but, we have a lot of guys who can play both spots.
Yeah,
And
right next.
I think tonight he was really good. He was aggressive, defensively, extremely active. So I want to see him continue, that trend. Part of it, yeah, you come home and play in front of your home crowd, that's a given, but, we had 2 guys out. So it just made sense to insert him and bump Kyle down, just to give it a look in live action.
Hey, Coach, over here. Well, first of all, what did you think about the atmosphere out there, and what did you think about the love that Rui received from the crowd?
It's great. It's a tremendous crowd. I think 20,000 plus. So very warm reception for both teams, but especially for Rui. I think it was a good moment, during his introduction. That's one of those where he can soak it in, and obviously had the opportunity to address the crowd. Unfortunately, I don't know what he said, but it obviously was well received. I think all in all, his approach through this process and leading up to this game, he's had a very focused, business-like approach to it. But just to see him get out and smile, have a little bit of fun, it was good to see.
Anthony, front row on the right.
Yeah, you mentioned their length kind of giving you guys a problem. James Wiseman's a guy for them that didn't play all last season. He's kind of been a little bit of an unknown. What did you think of him, and is he part of what you're talking about, kind of the length bothering you?
Yeah, you know, they have several guys, you know, obviously Kuminga, Wiseman, guys with size, length. They're both extremely athletic, both very physical, and underrated as far as skill. I mean, I think, you know, because he's missed some time with injuries, I think people have, you know, maybe not really thought of him as a, you know, a rotation guy, but he was clearly an elite level college player. And now we're starting to see, you know, some of that translate to the pro game. I think he's got a tremendous upside. And I think the more reps he gets, you know, and of course when you have reps out there with Steph, Clay, and Dre, you know, he'll make all of us look better. So I think it'll take a little time, but I think, you know, he's got a lot of potential.
Second row on the left, Josh. Go ahead, Josh.
Wes, Josh Robbins with The Athletic. We saw Johnny Davis play some point guard there late. How seriously are you considering employing him potentially as in that role once the season begins?
I know that's not a natural role for him. I think he's capable. We wanted to give it a look, and obviously it's tough because we haven't had a ton of reps with him at point guard. So him understanding what we need after makes, after misses, you know, how to get the group organized. I think it's a good experience for him. And we'll try it here and there. Obviously, you have a solid lead guard in 𝗦𝗢𝗢𝗪. I thought was tremendous tonight. So, you know, it's not necessarily by design, but anytime you can kind of step out of your comfort zone and push your boundaries, I think it helps you.